In this video, I'd like to show you some of the advanced features that are available to you on the dashboard screen. Now, if you're not familiar with the dashboard, I recommend viewing the first dashboard tutorial before viewing this one. Here you have Wally Howard. He has a consequence for today. It's a dorming of 1 day, so that automatically pops up under his name. So you can see that he signed out to the health center. That's probably a place that we would let him go if he's sick. We can confine him to the dorm for something like that. But if you were to sign out to a friend's house or something like that, when he came to check out, you have a visual cue that no, Wally is in fact dormed and probably shouldn't be allowed to go out and socialize. You also see that next to each resident's name is this little GPS icon, and if you click on that, a window pops up and a map, and it's taking a second to load here, and the house icon indicates your residence hall, and the pin drop indicates where the resident currently is. And if you click on that, a little bubble pops up telling you the destination where Glenn currently is and when he's there. Just like any other Google map, you can zoom in or zoom out and look at various views here. So it's just a nice way you can get a visual representation of where your residents are. Also, this list of toolbar links at the top here. If you'd like to add a demerit, you can do that right here. If you'd like to extend lights out or curfew or make a note for a particular resident, you can do that by clicking this link or by clicking their name in this column. You can add a departure for a resident. So if a resident has lost their card or something along those lines, as a staff member, you can go through the sign out process, simulating it for the resident so that they can be on their way. There's also a departures map, which is kind of neat. And if you click that, you'll see that well, you can only see a couple pin drops because of the size of the video, but you'll see that there are two pins here. The one indicates that there's one resident there, so Joe Smith is at Starbucks, and if I click on the two, there are two residents at McDonald's. So you can get somewhat of a tactical view of where all your residents are located at a given point in time. So that can be a very helpful tool as well. Let me go back to the dashboard here. And finally, this options link, it says hide overnights. It's a little cut off in your view, but if you check that box, it will hide any residents that are signed out overnight. So if it's a busy weekend night and you have a lot of kids signed out overnight, you can check that box and it will take them off the dashboard so that you can work with the residents that will be more active for that day. So that's just a way to make the interface a little bit cleaner and easier to understand. Also from this drop-down box, there are a couple of views. I'm currently looking at active departures. Those are things that are currently happening. If you click on archive departures, you'll see there's a date box now appears, and you can change the date, and you can go back in time and see where residents were at various times. Go back to the 11th, and you can see where residents were. And again, the map is still good. You click on that, and you can see that on that, for that particular departure, this was the first destination, this was the second destination, and then Frank returned to the residence hall. There's also a resident status view, which is a list of all the residents. Here are my 5 residents, and it tells you their current location. A blank box means that they are in the building, and a phone number, so if you need to get in touch with a resident, this is a nice place to come and get that information pretty quickly. And if you've changed curfew, for this resident, curfew has been changed to 2:15. If the box is blank, their curfew is the default curfew for the day. And again, here's some notes, some of which don't make a whole lot of sense, but that's okay. And that's how the dashboard's advanced features work.